Hi guys, Local Lemon here. Today I'll be showing you my perspective of the bagging war. This was MN, which is manganese, versus Toxic, TX. I am known as a D3 bagger in WL, and I do D1 scrims. So this is my first track, RPG. So that's DS Peach Gardens. This track I just hate. I'm trying to avoid everyone over there. It's kind of easy to avoid everyone, but you kind of get used to it. I thought I could go around that, but apparently I'm too idiotic to not do that. So I'll speed this up. I get a star. And I hit one of them on accident. I activate my stars since there's nobody around me. So, still in ninth. I'm not going to be able to pull the shock, I don't think. I get triple shroom so I can take this cut, avoid everyone there, and just basically cruise. Now looking after this and editing, I probably should have saved that shrimp. So I could have taken the cut right there. That's fine. Still don't know if he has shock or not, but I'm just gonna go ahead and go from behind. He stopped, so I could catch up to him. Let's see if we could start out of him. So we're in 10th now. We have a high chance of getting the shock. We hit one of them. And guess what? I get the shock, so I just start running. And I'm asking my teammate who I'm with a call with, what do you want to do? Do you want me to use it now, or do you want to wait? They preferably wanted me to wait since it was basically done. So I got Xavier an extra spot, and that was about it. I'm in 9th, so I'm most likely going to get the bagger point here. Just a nice little golden shot that I've learned. You could just take that tight if you go through that grass, and then just shroom along that path that I show you. And yeah, first race is done. We get 2, 4, 5, 7. I believe that is a losing race. I'm not sure by how much. I'll put up the scores at the end of each GP. Alright. So now we're going to go on to our next race. After Toxic wins that one. So our next race. Here we go. 2, 1, go. Okay, this is a pretty alright backing strat, but some people don't know how to bag this track because it's insanely stupid to bag it. As I hit one of the clippers right there. You have to avoid that waterfall at all costs because it slows you down by so much. So, what you do is you just go to the waterfall where the pipe is, and then you just grab an item box. And you just wait here until you get item boxes. It's pretty simple and easy, but it gets boring at times because you just sit here bumping around, so on. It's very easy and understandable, just very annoying. I can't really commentate this part because I'm not sure how to describe it. Because am I getting the item box? No. He pulled it in 9th, I believe, on this race, if I remember correctly. The shock's just so incredibly hard to pull on this track because you basically have to know where all the item boxes are. And most people take these item boxes. So you basically have to be super aware of them. I decided to go forward because I was like, oh, screw it, I don't really care anymore. He can pull shock. Because it's really ridiculous how you can't pull it. This was a big mistake because guess what? In about 10 seconds I was away, he pulls it. So I basically have to catch up to him, see if I can start out of him. But I know he's going to use the shock soon. So I basically screwed my team over on this race. And he might use it after the race, I don't exactly remember. I think he uses it about right now. Yeah, this target shocked one of my teammates. So my teammate was in a dodge taking the waterfall cut, and it screwed him over. So we got bad spots that race since I was unable to pull the shock. Let's see if I can catch up to him. And no, we really can't catch up to him. He's gonna get 9th this race. We get they get top 3. So that is definitely a losing race right there. So now we're going to do Bowser's Castle. 2, 1, go. Bowser's Castle, it's one of my better tracks, but I had a really bad mess up at the beginning, which caused him to get a big lead by hitting that fire pillar. This fire pillar cost me about 5 seconds, so it was really never going to be able to catch up to him in the bagging race. So here I am, I'm going to go backwards. And trying to avoid everyone in my path, and there's another colossal mess up. Oh god, dang it. And here I am doing the strats. I messed that up because I don't exactly know the best strats, but I think I get incredibly lucky on this track. If you have a shroom, you can actually make that jump. But I just wasn't able to do it. And this guy is just way ahead of me right now. I don't think you can see my item box because my tripod moved. But I pulled a golden, and if I turn around here, which I think I do, yes, I pulled shock in 9th. Waited for him to fall off so I could just pull it in 9th, and then I just basically ran for the rest. Yeah, I fixed it so you could see my item box. Yes, I did pull that shock indeed in 9th. I'm getting ahead because he's waiting for that pack to cross. I told my teammates that I had the shock. I didn't want to risk losing it, so I went through the mud there. So I went on the high pipe here. I got a big lead over this bagger. The bagger's not going to be able to do anything to me anymore. We're going to see if we can plan a target shock, in which I forget what we did here. I think we had 2 teammates in dodges. So we just basically called that. And yes, I get 9th this race because I'm about a lap ahead of the Peach. I just spam my items hoping for a bill, which indeed I do not get one. And if you want to chain items, just spam them. And I found Spindrift to really help if you do that. And just for the fun of it, I think I attempt the BCW Ultra shortcut. Yeah, but Log the Lemon can't do any of that stuff. So, that kind of ruins the purpose. But I get 9th that race. We're going to go to Race to our Mushroom Gorge, one of my best bagging tracks, in my opinion. Make sure to leave a comment down below, like what tracks you need help bagging on, and I can definitely make a video showing you how to bag on these tracks. You back up there since it saves more time than just holding down the buttons and turning around. That saves around 1 second, from what I've learned. Yes, he's ahead of me by a little bit. Don't touch the boxes before 30 seconds because you're going to have more of a probability of pulling a bullet bill. Almost screwed myself over there, and I took the tight box, so first could not get a box. It's kind of a smart and a dumb move, and this is where he pulls it in 10th, I think. Yeah, he started running, and whenever you see a bagger run, it's most likely because they have a shock. So here I am attempting to catch up to the bagger. The most I can do to catch up to him is pull a bullet bill, and Goldens don't exactly help the most on this track. I mean, you can see me gaining a little bit of ground, but it's not as much as ground that I need to catch up to him. So if you pull a bullet bill, you're basically set. And I missed the item boxes there, and I get TS'd off as the bagger. Let's see what I'm gonna do here. I basically know that I'm screwed. I'm following behind my two MN players so I don't screw them over. I'm trying to think who was all in this lineup. It was me, Swampy, Xavier, Seiyu, and Dermo. In this lineup, Seiyu is under the name Seiyu, Swampy is under Swampy, Dermo is under MN, you're slow, and then Xavier's Xavier. After Grand Prix 1, we get to Grand Prix 2. So, we are losing by a little bit right now. We're doing GCN Mario Circuit, where I just get absolutely screwed by this piranha plant. Didn't know what to exactly do in that situation. So, I decided to touch a box, take the risk, and I pull a star. I decided to hold the star until the cut. So, holding the star, I actually chain it here because I know I can take cut with it. You know what I pull? I pull another star. And here I am, risky log the lemon, not doing anything so far. We're gonna chain it here since I'm not gonna hurt anyone. I don't want to troll my own teammate, at that matter. I missed the item box, so I will go back to get it. And I pull triple shrooms. So I'm gonna shroom wide, and then there's the tight turn, so I take it a bit tighter so I can chain next set. Next set, I pull a star. I'm gonna take the star, and I'm ahead of him. I avoid my teammate, wait for my star to run out, and then I'm just gonna chain box. My teammate was at the verge of screaming at me because he thought I hit him, but we didn't hit each other. So I know Shock's probably useless at this point, but I'm gonna still try to get it. And what I pull a star. So I'm just at the point of boredom, so I start running again because the race is over. He pulls the bill in ninth, and that basically seals the deal. I get 10th this race. Not sure how good we did this race, but I'll check it real quick. And we crossed the finish line, no lap count, and we're done. We get 2, 3, 4, 5, 10. That, I believe, is a winning race, but not sure by how much. But here we are on race 2. RBC, anything with like N64, just call it you'd go retro, like RBC or something like that. And here, I struggled a bit. This is usually really easy for me. And I did exactly what you needed to do, but it didn't work. And I got really confused on why that didn't work. So I do it again, see if I get it to work. And it doesn't work again. At this point, I'm like, what am I doing wrong? I had the perfect alignment. I just do it one more time and realized I wasn't as close to the wall as I needed to be. So we go ahead. I decided to touch a box because I really need it. Then I pull shrooms, and then I just get up the stair on my first try. If you get stuck like that, make sure to turn so you can get up the stair and you don't waste time trying to get up the stair again and you fail it. I hit the back spam so my teammates don't hit this. And I get hit in the hallway for a little bit. And now I pull the bill. I decided to hold this bill. I was thinking, hey, if I hit the Bowser with shooting fire, I can probably lose the bill. Yeah, that worked. I still have my bill in ninth, so I just do it again. Yep, he is still bagging. I wasn't sure if he pulled it or not, so I just fell off. And no, he did not pull it yet. He failed, and then I had to wait for him to go so I could go, so I don't screw up. And we both land on the same thing. And at this point, my teammates are yelling at me to get the shock. So I decided to do a stupid thing. I pulled a star, so I'm like, yeah, I'll just star you. Yeah, I realized how bad that mistake was. And he started running since no one could pull anything, and guess what? I pulled a shock. And I think what I do is I helped one of my teammates out, and we got better positions that race. So yeah, that's RBC. That's basically how you bag on it. And I decided to practice the strat because I can't do it if I were to run because I suck. So just take that. That's like the golden strat you want to take if you want to use it in the beginning. We get 1, 5. We get 1, 5, 7, 8, I believe. And now this is RMR. Basically with N64 or DS, you use R. Like DS, that's a bit easier to say, so you don't say like RDS or something. I hit the box, I screwed up. And it's probably one of my best box hits because I pull a golden out of it. So I decide, hey, I can take cut. And there's boxes coming up. I hit it right on the 30-second mark. Pull a star. I hit the item box and just try to avoid everyone. I pulled a shock at 40 seconds. So I'm thinking, alright, so we're waiting for my teammates whether to call it or not. So I have to hold this for a long while. I keep going backwards just to make the bagger think, he doesn't have shock, he's gonna keep going backwards. Because if I go forwards, I have more of a chance of getting it trolled out of me. And now this bagger is on my butt, and I don't know what to do. So I'm just gonna go ahead and go there. Keep in mind, I'm avoiding everyone. This is one of the key things. And he decided to use his bell so I could run, since that's less scary. And a couple of my teammates were in a dodge, so I dodged them in the cut. And then I decided to golden up, see if I can pull a ninth place. And that's like one of the golden routes you want to take. So I'm most likely going to get ninth this place unless he pulls a bill. And let's see whether we get ninth or not. And I pulled 2 shocks that race. And because I pulled a shock, he's gonna get ninth. So that was kind of unlucky pulling the second shock. I pulled the bill, but the golden. So they're basically done. But we get top 3 of that race because of that. That's definitely a winning race out of that. So here we are, final race, Grimble Volcano. A lot of people struggle to bag on this track. And I used to struggle as well until I found the golden strat. You basically need 3 mushrooms to make this strat, so make sure you pull triple mushrooms. I believe he pulled the shock in ninth. And you want to wait for your opponent to take a box first. He pulled a star and started at him. Keep trying to star me. I pull a golden. So this is the golden strat you want to take. Not sure if you saw that at Menace, but you land right there. And you want to jump and just go halfway through. And bam. Look. I'm already on top of that. So now I can just sit here and pull the boxes. I pull a golden. Just use it to my full abilities, and here we go. Next box. What do we pull? We pull a shock. Yippee. So I'm gonna dodge my teammates' next lap, which is gonna be the final lap, lap 3. And I just decided to dance because, hey, why not? Sitting on top row. You got Xavier in first. There's a blue coming, which is gonna screw over my teammate. I pull a bill, but I know I have to hold the spell, so I don't troll anyone, because that is a minus 20 penalty, I believe, if you were to troll someone. And once the race ends, I go into ninth. So he pulls the shock in 10th. Doesn't really affect anything because we got good spots that race, I think. But that blue may have screwed us, so I get 9th that race. Because I believe that screwed us over. But I think we may have won that GP. I'm unsure about that though, because Toxic got bottom 3. And we got 2, 3, 4, 5. We are now on GP3. We start off with Luigi Circuit. Last GP we won that by 22 points. So we still have a chance. But here we go. This is one of the worst bagging tracks I have. I'm trying to avoid everyone, but I don't have like the versatility like Peach or Daisy does, so I kind of fail. So we're just gonna keep going backwards, see if we can get the shock, which severely doubting, because if you're in 9th, you're gonna have a really low chance of getting shock. And here we go, and we're gonna avoid the boxes. We don't want to hit anyone, and that's like one of the things I really fear about bagging, is that I usually hit someone. Like I hit that item box. I could have used like my star and go like the back route, but Log the Lemon's an idiot and he doesn't look after that once he's in editing. I get shock into there, and now he's in. Now I'm gonna be in 10th, and I'm most likely going to get 10th from the lead he has on me. And in 9th place, you have more of a chance to pull a bill. So it's basically I'm screwed there. Look at Peach with the big lead on me. Sorry about that. And I pulled a shock thinking I was gonna pull a golden or something, and guess what? I dodged it. So that's gonna lead to me losing that race, and we get 2, 4, 7, 8. That race wasn't that good, but on Maple Tree Way, hopefully I can do better. If you don't know how to bag on this track, just watch this clip right here and you'll know how to bag on this track. Alright, and we're gonna check, we're gonna get a box, but what do we get? I'm hoping I get shrooms, but now I get a bill. So you just hop off and you hit exactly right there. Or if you have a shroom, you can just shroom up. And when you shroom up, you can basically just go really back. And that just helps out a bunch. So you can just sit at boxes longer. And here, I just made a really bad mistake, and that kind of cost me a bunch. I got in here first attempt, but once I got onto the tree branch, I basically got screwed. I was like, oh yeah, you can fall off there and that works. No, Log the Lemon, that does not work. And then I went to I can't get it, right? And I get really confused on why I can't get it. And this is just the clips of me messing up so hard. And then I finally get it, I think. Right here. You gotta go along that side. And you gotta go along further along that side. I just messed up really bad when I couldn't get to it, and you saw that invisible wiggler clip. And I'm confused whether he has shock or not, so I just use the shroom I got and go back. I don't think he has shock, and that's the way you're supposed to do it, so I get the correct landing. So I just sit here at boxes, seeing if I can pull it, but I realized he did have that, so nothing you can really do. I gotta wait until this is over. This star is over. There's no way I'm going to get 9th here, so I basically gave up. Let's see if we can pull shock again. No, we pull a star, and we get a bill. Yeah, that's not gonna help me, based on how far behind I am. And I get another bill. I was like, how am I pulling all these bills? So I just try to troll him, in which I failed doing so. And they got 1, 2, 4. And I probably should have let them go get the bill, but they actually got the bill, so there's nothing really affected. Right there. Here I am fixing my tripod so we could see everything better. And this was just pure luck from them. He just stars me and stars me over and over so we could grab the box. 31 seconds he gets it. Freaking ridiculous. So here I am. Just gonna go up. And we're gonna grab an item box. And I'm still confused whether he has shock or not. So I'm just gonna sit here and wait. See if he moves or not. He's running with his teammate, so I can't exactly troll him without trolling his own teammate. And I started out of him, but I go on the boost panel and screw myself over. I was like, yay, I started out of him. And I'm waiting for him to grab a box. And you know what I pull? Golden. So I'm just gonna golden that. There's really not much to commentate anymore, since these tracks aren't exciting to bag on. Really. I get shocked into boxes. I get a star, so I could at least catch up to him in the slightest bit. Pro gamer strats. And I get last there again. But we get 1, 3, 5, 8, 10. Which I think that is another winning race, but I'm not sure by how much. And here we go. Last race, Rainbow Road. Had no idea how to play this. This is the first time I've ever bagged Rainbow Road. So let's see how I do. I get a startup boost, so they could get like the bill or something. And then I just turn back. And let me mind this. I had no idea where the item boxes are. So I went way back than I was supposed to. But granted, he was in 9th like the whole time when I was still going backwards, so he really could not pull the shock. And here I am over here, my teammates are like, what the heck are you doing, Lemon? I'm like, aren't the item boxes over there? And he's like, no. The item boxes aren't over there, they're at the first set. So I'm going to go back to the first set, which I'm assuming he could not pull. This is just like the waiting game. If you get it, good for you. If not, that sucks. And what would have been really cool is if I were to be able to clip through that. And let's see what we get. We get triple shrooms. So I can spam that. Go to the other side. And that's basically how you're going to bag Rainbow Road. And that was just unlucky. I knew I shouldn't have tricked, which is going to cause him to get shock. And his bagger gets it because I'm in ninth, so that screws me over. And I get the bill, and I'm like, what can I do with the bill? Can I do anything with the bill? And after thinking for a little bit, I realized I can't do anything with the bill, so I had to fall off. And look at that, the bagger dad shock. But that gives this top a really big break. And that was insane lag right there. I get bored, so I tried to do the shortcut, which I fail miserably. So this was a really bad GP for us overall. And I believe with this bad GP, we lost. Sorry, my voice is a bit wonky. I just woke up. We pulled the bill and we're gonna spam that bill. See what we get. And we get last. They get